Hey everyone, it's Trish. Long time no see. I think it's been about a year since I've posted anything, which a year brings about so many changes. I obviously was doing some pregnancy vlogs. I've obviously had that child. She is now 7 months old. Her name is Owen, Owynn. She's fantastic. She's standing up and she's couch surfing. I'm about to take my channel in a whole different direction, however. Not that I'm not still a mom, but I'm going to go the fitness route. I've done a couple of videos on the In Spite of Because of, and that's still obviously the name of the channel. I'm feeling this strong pull to share some things out there. Not that there are not other mom YouTubers that don't do fitness things. They're wonderful and you can never have enough. I watch in the past 6 months, I've really been into kind of following if it fits your macros and intuitive eating, all the stuff that I was totally not aware of. I did a fitness and figure competition 9 years ago. I've had 3 kids since then. So my life is very busy and it's changed a lot. And I just keep feeling like I need to get a video out there. I can be an inspiration to others as well. There are so many, 20 somethings out there, that have YouTube channels. It's not just one and everybody's like, that's fantastic. That's the only one you need to watch or the only one that you enjoy watching. So I'm currently at my local Snap Fitness. I live in Kansas in a very small town. I really should be walking to the Snap Fitness. It's literally a 1.5, 2 minute drive from my house, but whatever it takes to get you there. It is 10:57. I'm going to go in. I have been spending about 45 minutes to an hour. And when I come back in, I'm going to fill you in on a little bit more about what's been going on and my take on some things. So I'll see you soon. All right, done at the gym, breathing hard, just got in my car. It is only 76, but the humidity has got to be a lot. So I like working out inside. As I was in there, I always listen to music, but I always have these deep thoughts. And then if I don't write them down or get them recorded, they're gone. So I'm going to call this, at least this vlog, One Thing Leads to Another. Because that's really how all of this started for me. From the downward spiral, I haven't worked out in at least 4 years. Just with kids and work, and my husband was going to school, he's a paramedic, and going through clinicals and all that kind of stuff. It was just, and those are terrible excuses, I know, because I'm going to sit here in a minute and tell you guys, no excuse, make the change, whatever. It might take you 4 years, and that's okay, but if I can be an inspiration to anybody, basically it's just one of those things that I don't know, I don't want to compare to alcoholism or smoking or something like that, but it's just, you wake up that one day and you're like, enough's enough. And I am a teacher. I'm so fortunate that I'm off over the summer. My husband does work a firefighter shift, so he is home during the week. He has more of a weekend shift, so I can get out of the house for that 45 minutes or an hour. I don't know what this is really going to look like when I go back to school. As I said, it's going to be one thing leads to another. I'm going to have to make it work, make it happen. But basically, I was just sitting around saying, I'm just not happy with myself physically, mentally, healthily. I know that's not a word, but it was time to make a change. We actually dropped our Snap Fitness it's been a couple of years, but before that we had it going for 2 years that we were paying for every month, and neither one of us was going. Ridiculous looking back now. Ridiculous, right? I mean, that's just absolutely absurd. But it was one of those things we could pull it out of our account. It's not that much. I mean, it is, but it's not. You know what I mean? So reinstated that and just said, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm just going to go. And I'm not a cardio person overall. I think that if you want to be able to make a permanent change, I don't want to be in there doing an hour of cardio to get to a certain weight or to get to a certain physical appearance, because then you're really not changing your body other than cardiovascularly. And let me just say, I am not a certified trainer. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. And I'm not giving you advice in that way. I'm just speaking personally for me. And what makes sense. Because if you want to go in there and do an hour of cardio to burn, that's great cardiovascular health. It's not changing your shape. It's not going to really change your muscle, which burns more calories when you are active and at rest. And that's why you see so many people, and if you look back at people, like my biggest mistake was overdoing the cardio. Unless you plan on doing an hour of cardio every day to maintain that number on the scale or maintain a thinner appearance, because as soon as you stop doing that hour of cardio to burn those calories, it's all coming back. So I really just started with, I set a calorie amount, and however quickly or slowly I choose to burn that is my choice. I started with just 80 calories. I was not doing any kind of tracking of my eating for the first month. My goal was to get to the gym 3 or 4 times a week and to lift weights. I do kind of follow my old program of that, but just, I would do upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. My upper body I would split between biceps and triceps one day, and back and shoulders, chest, and then my leg day is my leg day. 2 of those twice a week if I could. And then my plan was to do more at home. So far that's not happened, but especially when I go back to work, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I was just to burn 80 calories, and I usually do a 5-minute warm-up, and at the time I would burn 20 calories. Then I knew I had 60 to burn at the end. Go home. And that's it. I wasn't going to spend any more than that, any less than that. My goal was always to be in the gym 45 minutes to an hour and get out. So to make the most of it while I'm in there. So that one thing led to another. And so I did that for 4 weeks. I am now tracking my eating through MyFitnessPal. I follow somewhat if it fits your macros, and I'll kind of talk more about that in the future and just my opinion on it. But for now, what's your one thing today that's going to lead to another? We all, and you're going to hear this so many times, we all have 24 hours in a day, busy, not busy, what we think is busy compared to what somebody else's busy is. The bottom line is we're all busy. Make the change. Find one thing today. Find one thing today that will lead to another. I did. You can do it too. Talk to you soon. For now, I never have a good outro. I need to just do, I like when people go, pow. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. Pew.